welcome. This is a relaxation break. And if you're a pumping parent, your relaxation breaks are likely spent in a pump room with your pump laid out, sort of similar to this in front of you, and you're trying to pump as quickly as possible, get the most amount of milk as possible, and clean up as quickly as possible, all while trying not to worry and have any of the other stresses that parenting brings on you. It's not a realistic expectation for our parents, and here at Rumble Tuff, we're really trying to give extra support to our pumping parents, to give them some additional techniques that they can use that have been proven effective to help with supply, but also to helping making pumping a better positive experience for them. The reason that, and these are the techniques we use in our parenting classes, the reason we're all pumping and the reason we're all here at this conference and doing the work we're doing is because breast milk is truly amazing. And our pumping parents are making huge sacrifices to feed human milk to human babies. And when you're doing that exclusively or part-time in combination, any way in which your breastfeeding journey is going for you, you can't do that without what we call your Team Tuff. Your Team Tuff should start probably with your partner, your family, your chosen family, friends. Those are in your home life to support you. Here at Rumble Tuff, we're part of your Team Tuff, and our IBCLC, our whole team, is here to help you and be supportive of you. We offer you guidance whenever you need us around the clock. And a lot of people come to us just to get a hug or just to chat at night and talk about just how bad things are going and get some encouragement. This kind of support is vital for parents. Another kind of support is the guided meditation that you'll find on our blog. If you go to our website, rumbletuff.com, you can look in the Pump Talk section, and there's a guided meditation, and they're done by our own Renee Davis and her husband. And it's just a generic pumping mom guided meditation. If you're curious about the sites and studies proving that guided meditation improves milk supply, I'll be glad to email those over to you, but it's been proven to help. The reason is you feel less stressed. It takes the hormones and everything out of the equation and puts you mindfully guided upon the journey of just making more milk and focusing on the fact that you're the best parent for your baby. You do that with your Team Tuff. Again, the parents, the people in your life, but all of us who are supporting these parents are also their Team Tuff. And I want to encourage all of us to do more positive messaging to them, more support to them, and try to help them find some support, because this is a traumatic time and we're seeing a lot of trauma and stress. One thing that we talk about here at Rumble Tuff is just positive pumping and the need for positive pumping. The need to not be sitting here at this table hunched over, stressed out, just trying to make all this work. And that's why we're focused on positive pumping, but we encourage parents to find some way of making more positive, pumping more positive for them in whatever their journey looks like. Again, with more realistic expectations of what people can actually do in their daily life. Here we try to get your pumping session down to between 9 and 12 minutes, so that leaves you plenty of time. I would say plenty of time, but it leaves you an adequate amount of time to pump, get everything cleaned up, and get back to work, given the reality of most people's pumping schedules. Another thing we encourage here is I love my body. We're all individuals. If we look around in the session or when we all meet up at these conferences, you'll see that we don't look the same. We don't have the same culture. We don't have the same beliefs. We all think differently. But the thing we all agree on is we're trying to feed our babies, nurture our babies, and do the best we can. So we really, I think, need better help for our parents in just embracing, loving their body, and understanding that size differences, how we look is different. We have a lot of anatomical differences, including folks' nipples are not all one size. That's why Rumble Tuff has 13 to 40 millimeter flanges. We have 15 different flanges. They're not even all out here. And we have 2 different styles. So if you haven't seen this versus this, please come talk to me. We have free flange size webinars. But in terms of helping our parents, it really, really helps to get them a realistic expectation of what their body is really doing, which is performing miracles, and give them support for their pumping journey. Over and above everything else, what we try to tell our parents is I am enough. By sitting here today and pumping, if that's some of you watching this and you're pumping while you're watching this, you are enough. You're a rock star. You've always been enough. You will always be enough, and you'll always be your baby's best parent. Your output here does not define you as a parent. and it is not the only thing that we should be considering when giving support to breastfeeding parents. We need to do more work on considering the whole situation for them and helping them meet their own goals, listening more, helping them more with what they need to feel like they're doing to be a true rock star. Because we already know they're a rock star, but I want them to feel it too, and all of us here at Tuff really are focused on that right now. So please come to our booth and chat. I wanted this to be short so you could enjoy the rest of your relaxation break and hopefully listen to some of the guided meditation. If you have suggestions for other topics, we would love to hear them. We're going to work on one for people with babies in the NICU. We're working on one for exclusive pumpers, and also we're doing some grief work. October, we're having a lot of resources and support for parents who are pumping through grief or dealing with birth trauma and other forms of grief. So we have that all coming up. But if you have other topics that you would like to see us address in future guided meditations, we'd love to hear them because we'll be doing more of them. Thanks for coming, and enjoy your relaxation break.
Today we're going to make a black bean and corn salad. This is a great salad that you can make anytime during the year, summertime, wintertime. All these things would be available at any time to make this. So what we're going to do with our salad is first we're going to open up a can of black beans, rinse and drain them, and then we're going to put them in our salad bowl. Next we're going to take 1 cup of frozen corn, thawed, and add that. Then we're going to take half an onion. So a trick that I have for cutting an onion is just to cut the onion in half and then make some slices. Oops, it's not working because I'm on camera. And then you can just make a fine dice in that way. So we will add these onions to what I've already chopped up. So about a half an onion. Red onion is a nice onion to use. It's a little bit milder and it's also very pretty. We're going to use half of a red or yellow bell pepper. I think again the color of the red and yellow is very pretty, but you can use green as well. And then the last ingredient for the salad part of our salad is cilantro. And I've taken the leaves off of the cilantro and I'm going to just dice that finely. And then I'm going to go back and dice a little bit more. And the recipe calls for half a cup of cilantro. So a salad's not usually a salad unless it has dressing. So that is what we're going to make next. So I'm going to make my dressing in this bowl here. I'll get rid of some of my extra dishes. Okay, so our dressing for this salad has garlic in it, and I've peeled some cloves of garlic. You could actually use just garlic that's already granulated, but I enjoy the peeled garlic. It's got a great flavor. And I need to grab my garlic press. You can use this tool to crush the garlic, but you can also just dice it up with your knife. So I'm going to put that in my 1 clove of garlic into my dressing. The next ingredient in our dressing is a 1/4 cup of lime juice. So I'm going to take my squeezer, or you could just squeeze with your hands as well. This is a little bit easier, but again, you can just squeeze the lime with your hands. And that half of a lime didn't give me quite enough, so I'm going to squeeze just a little bit more. I think that should be enough. So a 1/4 cup of lime juice. Our next ingredient is olive oil, and we're going to use a half a cup of that. Put that with our dressing. Our next ingredient is cumin, and cumin is a nice spice that adds kind of a Mexican flavor. We're going to use half of a teaspoon of cumin. And then the last ingredient is a pinch of salt. I'll mix this up together and pour that on my salad. Mix up the salad, and you can see the beautiful colors, and I guarantee it will be delicious, and it is ready to serve.